Hey fandom, it's me, Aaron,
Triforce Mike!
for a comic show.
That's us.
And this is the biggest week of the year so far for comic books. It's almost like Marvel was late, and then they found out that DC's next biggest thing, Return of Bruce Wayne, was coming out this week, so they're like, you know what? We're going to get out our finale of Siege, and we're also going to get out New Avengers finale. We're also going to put out the last issue of Dark Avengers. We're also going to put out one-shots, and, you know, we're going to fight for all the customers' dollars so that DC doesn't get it. So, in that spirit, we're going to do kind of, you know, one and one. All right. Return of Bruce Wayne. Obviously, this is awesome.
Yeah.
I've read it. Grant Morrison, it's a more straightforward story here where, you know, Final Crisis and R.I.P. was a little crazy. And what I actually found awesome about it was when Bruce Wayne's talking to the cavemen, they don't understand him. Right. And I think that's a metaphor for when Grant Morrison writes to the fans, and the fans are like, I don't understand R.I.P. I don't understand Final Crisis.
Right, they get all upset.
But, you know, for all you are worried, because I just said metaphor, you can read this and not get any metaphor. You can just have fun like Bruce Wayne fighting cavemen.
Do you like Batman fighting cavemen with rocks? Yes.
Duh. Yeah. Come on.
Who doesn't?
So try this out. It's Grant Morrison, Chris Spruce on art from Tom Strong, and great times, great times.
So we got Siege coming out, and I read this. This was massive. This was amazing. This was insane. This was the craziest ending they could have ever done. Right. It is
because it's the end of an era.
It's the end of an era.
Bendis didn't have to like set anything up for the future. No. He's doing something completely different in the future. Yeah. So
it's just balls to the wall. It's insane. Just doesn't pull any punches. It's you got to read this. You got to read this. If you have been reading Marvel
at all,
this is what you've been waiting for.
If you read any Marvel and stopped at any time, you can come back and read Siege and then be like, wow, I don't feel like I wasted that part of my life. And I can jump onto Horror Cage. And speaking of moving on, we got Jeff Johns on The Flash. Jeff Johns has made Barry Allen cool. I was never a Barry Allen guy. I was Wally West guy. Right. But Barry Allen is cool. CSI is cool. Yeah. And it's fun. I love the Rogues. I like the Rogues dynamic with Barry. Definitely. And give it a chance. It's Flash the way Jeff Johns wants to do him. And if you like Jeff Johns, then you like Jeff Johns. So now you like Barry Allen.
It's gonna be good. So we got Bendis ending another era.
Yes.
New Avengers, which he's been doing forever.
Since it started.
Since it started, you know.
Since Disassembled.
He ended it Disassembled, and now he's ending it with Siege, and this is the end of his New Avengers run. This is a fat issue. This is thick.
Yeah, dude. That's a lot of stuff.
That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of meat.
And it's heartfelt. It's heartfelt, and it kind of there's meat on the back cover.
There's actually meat on the back cover, but it is a lot of meat.
It's a nice end cap to everything, and he gets to explain everything as a linear story exactly how he wanted to tell it, without all that weird like decompression that we got for the 7 years.
Right.
So you get all the great dialogue and narration that you like from Bendis if you like him. And you don't get all that weird pacing that you might complain about.
And a pound of smoked ham.
With Iron Man.
Yeah.
So, Justice League Generation Lost. This is Brightest Day. It's Keith Giffen. I love these characters. This is my Justice League. I love Ted Core Blue Beetle. I love Booster Gold. I love Guy Gardner. I love Fire and Ice. Yeah. And Maxwell Lord's a good villain. Sure, maybe he shouldn't have been brought back. Who cares? But he's a great villain. So, let's have that. And, you know, redeem Captain Atom. Let's have some fun with him, too. And if you like humor with your action,
I do.
This is for you, because the humor is amped up and funny as hell, but the stakes are high. There's a lot of death, and I think maybe Dan DiDio's a idiot savant here, where he said, you know what, if we actually start killing all these guys with that humor, that'd be good, because not only do you get people that like humor, you get people that like dark humor. Yeah. And that's me in a nutshell. So thank you, Dan DiDio. This is the only time you'll ever hear me say that. All right, moving on.
We got Dark Avengers, the last issue of this as well. Just Bendis is just
last verse first.
Yeah, and he's just ending everything over here while DC is starting everything over there. But this is crazy. We see what happens to every single member, every member of the Dark Avengers, and this is Bendis' favorite thing to write. Yeah, was this he loves.
There's actually a little love letter in the end here. Yeah, that he wrote.
Aww.
He wrote an actual love letter, like Normie go bye bye, and he says that he finally answers what Norman's hair is made of.
Tootsie Roll.
Spoiler! All right.
That's
Birds
awesome.
of Prey. Gail Simone's back writing the book that she loved to write, and now she brought two characters that I really enjoy, Hawk and Dove. And this is the guy Hawk, and he is an asshole. He's a chauvinist. He's a misogynist. He's whatever type of derogatory, sexist thing you want to throw at him. He relishes that. And that's going to be cool because you have this team of all girls, and it's written by a woman, and it's all girl power and all that, and then you have Hawk.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be awesome.
That's awesome.
And, Hawk and Dove have been extremely relevant with Brightest Day, with the emotional spectrum. Dove specifically with the white, so I'm all about it. And give it a chance. If you liked Birds of Prey before, you'll love it because it's the same damn writer.
Yeah.
And if you didn't like it before, it's Brightest Day. Give it a shot. There's new characters.
I'm sure you're interested because of Dove, I'm sure you're interested.
She got shot right into the Anti-Monitor. All right.
Another final issue.
Right.
Over at Marvel, we got Christos Gage's Avengers Initiative.
He made that book his own.
This book was amazing, dude. The characterization of Diamondback.
Yes.
And it's just Constrictor. Like,
I love that.
It
made it real.
So good.
And then not to mention Taskmaster.
Taskmaster.
Oh my lord.
It's
Christos Gage is amazing, and he has a new book coming out of this. But this is him wrapping up everything.
Yeah. And this is great, and you need to check this out.
It's his characterization, emotional punch, things that Christos Gage is great at. And I felt like he really made a name for himself on this book. And I'm really excited for Avengers Academy.
Yeah.
Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about for DC is Brightest Day Titans Villains for Hire one-shot. Now, this is not Heroes for Hire, it's Villains for Hire, which I think is kind of cute. It's kind of cute, kind of playful, That's the only thing playful about it.
Yeah.
It's basically these villains beating to death a hero.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous, and Deathstroke is finally redeeming himself as being the preeminent badass of the DCU.
Yeah.
And what does he do next after this? He goes after the other preeminent badass, Black Adam. So, if you like badassery,
I am a fan of badassery.
You want Titans. This has nothing to do with Judd Winnick or those family Titans.
Right.
This is a group of people that want to kill heroes for money. So if you can get behind that, you can get behind this book, and it'll be fun.
And one
finale.
The finale of Sentry, written by Jenkins.
Who started?
Who created the Sentry, who did the miniseries. And so this is... Something happens in Siege, and, we kind of saw this coming. But, like...
Fallen Sun.
We don't know how it happened.
Yeah, you don't know how. It's not a spoiler, really.
You don't know how it happened, and you don't know...
I mean, seriously, if you read Siege 3, there's no way to end that with Sentry being around.
Right.
So, it's going to happen. You'll find out how it happens in Siege 4. And the same week, if you want a little bit of emotional wallop...
Here you go.
Yeah, good times, good times. So, basically, Marvel versus DC, biggest week of the year. We're a little agitated now because there's some of these we haven't read yet, plus a lot of other things that didn't make the cut to talk about because we don't want a 9-minute video that we want to read.
Yeah.
So, that's why we're a little bit off, a little bit agitated. But the real winners are the fans.
Yeah.
All right, and of course the losers are independent comics, as always. And that's it. Thanks for watching our video, and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.